Want some negative news? It's sort of negative depending on how you look at it, but it's also positive when I look at it. It's more just kind of a report. Um, it's heating up. Things are heating up when it comes to Rockstar. For those who have not been following, maybe like 6 months ago, the first article came out that there were rumors going around that Rockstar's union was considering striking the developers. Then another article came out like a month or two ago that said that not only are they thinking about striking, they're thinking about doing a strike a week before the game comes out. And some people in the comments were like, "Who cares? Oh, the game." I was like, "Nah, it's a pretty big deal." You are correct. The single player is probably done. They're just optimizing it, right? So they probably don't need the dev team once that goes out. But let's not forget there's an online component, and that is the most important part. It pains me to say that, but the most important part of GTA these days is the online component. You absolutely need the dev team. You need the dev team to be watching for hackers, bugs, glitches, and watching over the servers, dropping content. So if they riot a week before this game comes out, you're not gonna get what you want, man. And we now have a third article talking about a strike again. When I'm starting to believe where there's smoke, there's fire. Rockstar Games Workers Union has outlined its demands after its first meeting with Rockstar that includes no crunch, pay transparency, flexible working, no AI use, and commitment to layoffs. We got a full article right here. Their demands, the Rockstar creators, they're still seeking recognition in the union. In October 2025, Rockstar fired more than 30 members of staff from their studio across the UK, Canada, and India. The GTA creators were accused of union busting by some employees, but stated the firings came across as a result of gross misconduct by the former employees. Yeah, so the developers said that they were union busting, but GTA or Rockstar said that no, they were leaking info to the public via a Discord server. And me personally, I'm calling cap on this, and I'm kind of siding with the developers because in my head, I'm like, well, if they were really leaking info about the game, how come we ain't never heard about it? Hey, guys, and this is why I be saying you can't trust corporations. If there was one game that fucking leaked, it would spread like wildfire, it'd be this one, okay? Matter of fact, you remember when it did leak like 2-3 years ago, that early gameplay footage? That shit was all over TikTok, all over Twitter. You could still find it now. You can find a bare minimum screenshots on Google. I can pull them up. I know because I've used them as thumbnails. Yeah, so you mean to tell me the employees were leaking info and none of us heard about that? Okay, sure. I think it was union busting. Since then, Rockstar employees have sought recognition as union, protesting outside of Rockstar's offices in Edinburgh and London, and even getting a response from the British Parliament. The Rockstar Games Worker Union has since provided an update for their attack to seek recognition, revealing that they had their first meeting with Rockstar and laid out some requests. Let's see. We, the people at Rockstar, believe that we can be a studio with no crunch, no pay transparency, flexible working hours, no AI, and no commitment to the layoffs. How dare you fire us after we generated billions? The desire for the end of a crunch period, which has affected many of the Rockstar's biggest titles, has come from wanting to mitigate overtime. We're working on getting a stronger process to avoid any crunch. Damn, they saying that they was using crunch not to pay them overtime. So they working them extra and not paying them. These niggas want to see their families. The union is also requesting the ability to work from home again, which has happened over the last few years. Rockstar brought it into that back in 2024, citing security concerns. Translation, they was worried about somebody leaking the game. Additionally, the Rockstar Games Works Union said that the meeting was a step in the right direction and that they were able to make the case that workers' rights need to be heard, nigga. They are still seeking voluntary recognition from Rockstar and have a roadmap for a speedy negotiation process in the front. Now, I need y'all to understand. They said this was a step in the right direction. The job's not done. If Rockstar does not cut a proper deal that properly compensates, things could go to hell. And I can't help but wonder how the internet is going to react to that shit. I can see it now. I'm asleep. 6 a.m. I get a bing, 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 bing. Phone just going off, group chat going off, because half my friends is on the East Coast. Wake up, nigga, wake up. What the fuck? Look at my shit, bruh. There's an article. GTA 6 delayed again due to a Rockstar strike. Niggas would be like, motherfuckers be at work, they back against the wall, they fall to their knees. Oh my god, no. What am I gonna fucking do? I wonder if GTA players read these articles. They don't. That's why I read them, just to keep people informed. Because at bare minimum, I at least want you guys to be prepared, just in case. I'm not, and just for clarification, I'm not hoping. I want you guys to get your game this year, so that you guys can stop commenting on other games. I want GTA 6 to come out so it can sedate all the ball and gun gamers, and they can stop giving bad takes about other games that they don't fucking play. So I'm not wishing failure upon GTA 6. Let's get something straight. I'm rooting for it to win. A different reason, but I am rooting for it. But I do share these articles just so at least you're mentally prepared and letting you know, hey, there are signs there that there are cracks in the armor, so you cannot be surprised if something happens. It's important to at least be informed and talk about it. It makes for conversation. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't think Rockstar is gonna reach an agreement, and it's gonna be interesting to see if they really stand on business, man. I got shares in Take-Two, so I'm rooting as well. I feel that. That's just fucking funny. But yeah, that's your GTA update. I wish Rockstar could go back to developing smaller niche games. Yeah, I said that a couple days ago. One of the greatest lies that these corporations, not even just gaming, but these corporations over the last 10 years have convinced people, gaslighted people into believing is that they have to spend X amount of dollars, especially in gaming. Nobody forced Rockstar to create a game that cost $100 billion. You could have just made Table Tennis 2 and it's still, like, matter of fact, Rockstar is actually a big culprit. Not only did you not have to spend tens of billions of dollars on GTA 6, if you would have made, what's the racing game that everybody wants? The third one. If you would have made the third one of that shit, it would have sold like hotcakes, and that game doesn't need a big ass budget. Yeah, Midnight Club. If you would have gave the people Midnight Club 3, it would have sold like hotcakes. That's not a big budget game. The biggest thing in that budget would probably be the licensed music, and even still, it's like, or 4, whatever. Yeah, whatever the next Midnight Club would have been. But yeah, I think that's one of the biggest lies that the gaming industry has told gamers, and they believe that shit. I don't know why people are so. No, I mean, you got to understand they had to spend it. No, it was a choice to spend that because they have convinced themselves that bigger is better, and I'm here to let y'all know bigger is not always better, man. Somebody in the chat is like, yeah, that's what she told me last night. It's about the motion of the ocean. Yeah. GG's Bully. Yeah, they could have made Bully too. People have been begging for fucking Bully. What else I got for you? Oh, new Wolverine trailer. Here we go. It's a cinematic trailer, no gameplay. Insomniac, can we get a trailer explaining the gameplay mechanics? I'm not gonna lie. You're about 4 cinematic trailers in. It was cool the first, second time. Come on now. Can we get a 10-minute gameplay demo? Be for real. Logan. Did you hear the Avatar fighting game runs at 30 FPS on the Switch 1 and there's no Switch 2? They just didn't prioritize it? You sound disappointed. Guys, the Switch 1 is a fucking PS4. Actually, it's worse than a PS4. Wait. His eyes lit up. Is she becoming the Phoenix? Did she like control him or something? Yeah, that's Jean Grey.
You came back. I'll see you, please.
No, he's in. Is that what it is? Berserker mode?
Humans and mutants can't survive together.
Yo, that lighting looks really good. Like, can we get more of that?
Can't survive together.
It looks really good.
I've tried to keep them safe for so long.
Fucking trash.
Inside, now!
I thought you were back. We were back. We're gonna build a future for mutants. That is why you belong here.
You said apparently the X-Men don't exist in this universe? What was that, nigga? Like, maybe not like the full team, but clearly they're being formed, because was that not Xavier saying that like he's putting together the students? Like damn.
All I see clearly. But you.
This is like it's gonna be a good ass story. God damn.
Just give in!
Remember who you are.
Who is that? Colossus?
Remember who you are.
Who is this? That was a skeleton? Oh shit. Nah, this shit look gas. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sick. I stand on it. I'm sick of the cinematic trailers, but like that shit do look gas, Chad. I'm not gonna lie. That look like it got some game of the year potential. That shit do look kind of good. I ain't gonna lie, man. So who's the main villain? The Hand? I don't know. And in one of the trailers they had Sentinels, so that nigga might be fighting the government probably, especially because it's the early days of the mutants. The niggas is fighting Senator Kelly or some shit. What the fuck? Blackwood official deep dive gameplay. They got a game called Backwoods or some shit. What is this? Oh, Blackwood. Oh, is it a game about smoking Blackwoods?
What the fuck? Go! Take cover!
Hit the like button if you're watching on YouTube or TikTok. This should look ass already.
Here.
Shout out the black beard with the sub. Appreciate it. What in the 007?
To give you a closer look at Blackwood and some of the gameplay systems we've been building. Our last video focused on melee, so this time we're showing more of the game. Just keep in mind everything you're seeing will still receive final polish.
I was just about to say that, misogyny. Samson 2, chat. Samson 2.
Weapon customization is a
What's up with the rise of the ashy game trailer? This is like the 4th ashy game trailer I've seen, bruh. Why are y'all uploading these compressed ass videos? It's gonna get compressed worse.
You own is unique, meaning you can keep multiple versions of the same weapon, each built differently. Almost every weapon is modular. And if 2 weapons are compatible, you can even move parts between them. Most of these come from the black market, where you'll also find
gun customization, gameplay.
Clean money for expanding the business.
He on Amazon?
Clean money for expanding the business, buying outfits, stocking DVDs, and purchasing civilian weapons.
The rise of the Sigma male
Contracts pay dirty,
lone wolf
giving
games.
access to everything that happens underground. Between missions, Anton returns home.
This nigga in the chat said Walmart Wick. Oh
You can
shit.
relax for a bit, listen to music, or get some sleep.
Done for today.
Resting advances the story and saves your progress. As the story progresses, new missions and gameplay features unlock.
Chat, look at this shit. There's nothing in the world. This is dead ass Samson 2. This shit looks horrible.
As the story progresses, new missions and
There's nothing here.
gameplay features unlock.
No boxes, no people, no wind, like no leaves or some shit.
Missions can be replayed at any time, while side missions.
It almost feels like they made the game maximum darkness to hide the fact that there are no textures in this shit, bro. Get me off this game. We're good off that, man. Oh, y'all want some positive news? These niggas at Sony, we've been covering this story. They have pissed off the emulation community. For those unaware who don't emulate on PC, usually with emulators, you don't get a new emulator until halfway through the new lifespan. So like an example being when the PlayStation 6 comes out, usually halfway through the PlayStation 6 lifespan, you'll get the PS5. Like we just got PS4 like a couple years ago and they're still working on that. But now they're actively working on the PS5. And with them removing disc in 2028, Sony done sped up the emulation. People are determined to get this shit done. And look, they now launching game. Look at this shit, man. Yeah, they digging in them files, bruh. That weak Sony security. Look, they booting the games up, bruh. They booting the games up. Yes, sir. I'm fucking shitting bricks if I'm at Sony, man. Because if your whole catalog leaks online, that shit's gonna be fucking funny, man. That shit's gonna be fucking funny, dude. You can see he's tested multiple games, man. The Birdman Ball, bro. We gonna be playing Wolverine for free. Oh, you said we couldn't have it on PC on the Steam store? We gonna have it a different way. We got servers. That shit is fucking funny, man. Keep fighting a good fight, because I don't give a fuck. More positive Sony news. Sony's new patent could provide a solution to stick drift. A new Sony patent is surfaced online for non-contact magnetic sensors on a controller that could potentially solve the stick drift issues players have been facing with DualSense. Which is funny because there's already a solution for stick drift. A lot of controllers have them, but for some reason the PlayStation ones don't have them. What's the shit called? I got it on mine. The GameSir controllers have those analog sticks. But the Hall effect, yeah, there's already a solution. It's called Hall effect. Put it in the fucking PlayStation. Anyways, the DualSense controller is one of the best on the market, featuring advanced technology like adaptive triggers, precise feedback, and more. However, like many of the other mainstream controllers, it suffers from the issue of stick drift. Fortunately, it appears that Sony's working on a solution. Like, I barely play my PS5, and I've been through like 4 PS5 controllers already. I've had this same controller for like 2 years straight, and before that, I held the other one for even longer. New Sony patent surfaces. Spotted by Cheat Happens, a new patent from Sony Interactive has surfaced online titled Operating Stick Assembly and Input Device. The patent is for an operating stick on controllers that will use a non-contact sensor, which could be magnetic, that helps detect the movement of the operating stick with a high precision even under prolonged use. Another mechanism is described in which the rotation of the operating stick is restricted through protrusions and grooves. This allows players to tilt the stick in any direction while limiting its rotation across the axis, which improves operability. Additionally, a spring-based return mechanism is incorporated and supports for L3 and R3 included, which features a downward press operation with a sensor assembly that keeps the distance between the sensor constant. The only thing that players don't know is whether the patent will be applied to the next generation PS6 or like some other patents. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Listen, kudos to them because they're finally trying to fix the issue. Because like my theory, my conspiracy, Sony has not fixed their controllers because this has been a problem since the PS4, nigga. This has been a problem since the PS4. And my theory is they didn't want to fix this shit because why would you fix the analog stick when we could just make them buy a new controller for $70, $80? Fuck Sony. But it's good to see 2 generations later, they're finally considering it. Here's the thing though. I got another conspiracy. All right. So let's say they do fix this shit for the PlayStation 6, right? New conspiracy is now the controllers are going to be $100 because they're going to say some bullshit. They're going to be like, oh, we here at Sony, the gaming gods, have invented this new amazing technology that's going to prevent stick drift. You've never seen this before. Be like, what about Hall's effect? It's on every pro Xbox controller. It's on third-party controllers at this point. For $40. I got this shit for $40 off Amazon. What about that? Oh, that doesn't count. That doesn't count because Sony didn't make it. So we have to charge you $100, $120. And you know the worst part? This is my prediction. The worst part is they're going to use this new technology to up the price on the controller, and Sony ponies, not Sony fans, but them niggas on Twitter with the anime pictures, niggas on Twitter with their profile picture or the Sony logo, gonna be defending this shit. If you're broke, just say that. If you're broke, just say that. Like, what's the problem? Sony's the best in the world. Sony's the best. So they have to keep fucking us. They have to keep fucking us. Get a load of this guy, bitch ass nigga. You want to pay more. Yeah, the stand's just the worst. I stand on the fact. I hope people understand. I do have my beef with Sony, but I'm not gonna lie. Most of my beef is with the Sony stands. You guys are the worst in the gaming community. Just them niggas will get your IP address over there. Them niggas get your IP address, threaten to kill you if you say something bad about Sony, bro. Them niggas is fucking weird, man. Them niggas is fucking weird. Oh shit. At least Xbox niggas know they losers. That shit is fucking funny, man. Anyways, it's good news regardless. This is one of those cases. I do hope I'm wrong. I predict this will be implemented into the PlayStation 6. I just hope that I'm wrong about them marking up the price. I just, looking at the data, I feel like that's what Sony's probably gonna do, and we got to be ready for that, man. Anyways, they would get hacked 5 times. Yeah, I didn't care when Lizard Squad hacked Sony, bro. So what? They got my fucking credit card. I didn't have no money on my account anyway, so I wouldn't care. Ex-PlayStation boss calls for a return to the good old days of AA gaming. Sean Layden may not be with Sony anymore, but former PlayStation boss has a lot to say about the company, its games, and the industry as a whole. Specifically, he'd love to see a return to the PS1 and PS2 era of games, and he has a somewhat vague plan to achieve it. Okay, we like solutions. In a July 23rd interview with Eurogamer, Layden spoke at length about how unsustainable the current model of game development is. He discussed the untenable ballooning budgets of recent years, how niche gaming is compared to the universally of games and music, and how the current structures just don't hold up. Shout out to Nice Me with the sub, appreciate it. Probably they already $70 to 100% income jokes this until it's not. Tucked into the interview was a mention of PlayStation 1 and 2 games. The problem was there's a current model of incentives or almost dictates that to get funding, certainly in the triple-digit million era, you better be a sequel or you better be based on something like Lord of the Rings, or you better be, it's just like Grand Theft Auto, but he said you got to have a surefire game that's going to win. So we make all those kinds of games, we fund those kind of games, but the quirky kind of stuff you saw on PS1 and 2, we don't see much of. Layden admitted the PS1 and 2 had such wacky games because the incentives were different at the time and players weren't so siloed in their communities. Someone so steep in Call of Duty may not play Skate, or someone rapped, damn, listen, bruh, I'm never wrong. I'm just 10 steps ahead, nigga. I said this shit. I've been said this shit. One of the dumbest arguments you can make is a lot of games are failing because they're bad. No, there's a lot of reasons why games are failing. It's because some are bad, but most of these games are not bad. A lot of the reason why some of these games are failing is they're coming out at the wrong time. It's too much competition. But here's another one. I said this exact same thing, and even executives are seeing it. People are so addicted to 2K, Madden, Call of Duty, they will not get the fuck off Fortnite and play something else. They become victims of their own success with live service games, because we now have what I call the sunken cost fallacy gamer, where it's like when somebody has $5,000 on their Fortnite account, it's hard to get them off of it, because then how do they justify themselves paying for another game knowing they invested $2,000 into this account? I got the Spider-Man skin, the Dr. Doom, I got the new Ice Spice, I got the new Ice Spice skin, I got the Ryu skin. Yeah, they're too attached. This did not exist when I was a kid. Couple that with ballooning budgets, that shit is a dangerous recipe. We keep making more of the same thing. Bad habits are hard to stop, he said. That's why I'm trying to put together a publishing concern that will address that underserved AA market, not only for the consumers I believe it can appeal to, but the developers who want to go back to there. Yeah, I feel like I miss those AA games, man. A publishing concern certainly sounds like vague corporate gobbledygook. Maybe it is. Layden didn't expand any further on it with Eurogamer, but the theory is that he could be hinting at some sort of investment strategy to give AA studios, think of a developer like Asobo Studio, A Plague's Tale Requiem, or Questline, a chance at survival in what's becoming a succeed or die industry. He also touched on how much shorter games He also touched on how much shorter games of that era used to be. Friends of his, according to Eurogamer, told him that they missed the days of finishing a game. That's something he'd love to bring back. The ease at which it is to beat a game. Y'all not ready? Hey, listen, this is another conversation. One of the most influential games in the last 30 years is Grand Theft Auto. I do not take that away. One of the most detrimental games in the last 30 years is Grand Theft Auto. Why? Because Grand Theft Auto gave Ubisoft the idea of open world games. Because really, it's Ubisoft's fault. I don't think there was any malice behind Grand Theft Auto, but it did inspire Ubisoft to put out that bullshit. Now, every fucking game, bro. Every fucking game, man. I'm glad they're seeing it, man. I'm sick of it too. And it's weird. We've gotten to the point where like every game's 100 hours, to the point where like now you have gamers out there that are say a game is ass if it's not 100 hours. More is not better. Guys, if you're in the pussy all night, it's not that good. shit sounds a little dry to me. Now, if you're in there for 5-10 minutes, I bet that shit. But y'all niggas don't hear me though. He said that's a good analogy. I never understood that shit about R&B music, bro. I love R&B, but like, no, I'm not gonna fuck all night. That pussy sound dry. It's the same shit. Me personally, I rather experience a 15 to 20 hour game that I can replay over and over and enjoy those great moments versus like, God, like think about how many games you enjoyed the first 10 hours and you like 30 hours in and you just like, you know what? I don't care. I was 75 hours. I think it happened on stream. 75 hours into Assassin's Creed Shadows. And I said, you know what? I don't care. I've had enough of this shit. I got my money's worth. I don't even care. I'll watch it on YouTube. I'll watch what happens on YouTube, bro. It's just too much, man. But no sex before marriage. Real shit, real shit, real shit, real shit. No sex before marriage. I'm trying to be in that musty shit all night. Nah. I don't know about all that, buddy. Earn your fun after 1,000 hours. Yeah, people are fucked up in the head about this shit. I'm glad they're speaking up on this, man. We need more AA games. We need more smaller budget games, more experimental games. And then if they make enough money, they can graduate to AAA. But this idea that everything needs to be AAA, it needs to stop, man. It really needs to stop. What's the name? First DLC character for Marvel Token was announced. Phoenix Cyclops. They had a nice little teaser trailer. Yeah, Neo overstayed his welcome, definitely.
Listen to me. You will do nothing but reduce everyone to ash.
No, I can control it for long enough to do what I have to. I will save mutant kind. The new age of the Phoenix begins now.
Oh shit. They diving deep into the comic book bag. Not just the mainstream characters, they getting some deep cuts. Okay. He's seen broken. He probably will. He got the power of the Phoenix, bruh. So that's that. And then last but not least, this just hit my timeline. Somebody tagged me in this shit before I started streaming. Ronnie 2K has been accused of stealing the cover of NBA 2K. Why does this matter? Look at this shit. NBA 2K 27. We covered it yesterday. So here's the official cover for NBA 2K27. What do you notice? If you didn't catch it, chat, this tweet is from April 2nd, 2026. It has 1 million views. It's the same exact fucking cover. And this is why y'all gotta stop posting y'all ideas on the fucking internet, bruh. The only thing they did is they cut a little bit in on the faces, but it's the same composition though. It's not 100% stolen, but you can definitely argue they stole the composition of his image. It's a fucking shame, dude. It's a fucking shame, bro. And then they just threw it in AI to spruce it up a little bit, put some color around that shit, man. That shit is fucking funny, man. Oh my goodness. Word for word, bar for far, lazy as fuck. Hey, Ronnie 2K strikes again. Let me go in the sub box real quick.